What is up, everyone? How's it going today? Welcome to another episode of BeatStars Academy. My name is Jamil. I am joined by Levi Beats. Today, we're going to be reviewing your guys' profiles. We have a link to a submission form posted in the comments. So, if everybody could check that out and submit if you want some feedback on your profile. And yeah, we're just gonna be checking some out today and giving you guys some tips. How you doing today, Lee?
I'm doing good. And you? Can you hear me okay?
Yeah, it's a little quiet.
Let me try that. Is that any better?
Yeah, that's better. Let me put in my
Cool.
headphones.
Just had to turn it up a bit. Yeah, I hope everyone's having a good day. I'm looking forward to today's show. A little bit different than normal. Obviously, previously when we've done some reviews, it's always been kind of like pro pages and stuff. So we thought we'd do something different and review like people's our users marketplace profiles. So it'd be quite cool to see what you guys have got going on in there and seeing what BeatStars features you're kind of using and taking taking into consideration and stuff. So yeah, looking forward to today's show. Yeah, can't wait. Let's go.
For sure. While I wait for a few of these to come in, we do have a quick announcement. Next episode of BeatStars Academy, we are bringing back the BeatStars Academy game show. We're looking for some participants to come join us live and actually be on the show and do some trivia about BeatStars and the BeatStars world in general. You're gonna be able to win some prizes. So be on the lookout for a link to submit to that on social media as well. The
Yep.
show is going to be on May 18th. So if you're available on May 18th and you can join us live on BeatStars Academy, please have a little submission or please submit to be a contestant on the show. Should be a
Yeah.
lot of fun.
So just to not confuse people, we've got a submission for today to have your BeatStars
Mhm.
Marketplace reviewed, and then after the show today, we're going to be dropping a submission so you can join the BeatStars game show or BeatStars Academy game show, I should say. So I'm really stoked about that too. We did the last time we did it; it was amazing. We had a couple of great guys on, and it was really really good fun. So I'm really looking forward to that, and yeah, it's going to be good. It's going to be good fun.
Yeah, it should be really cool. Let me just check out to see if we've gotten a few submissions. Oh, the hats. Maybe I'm
Yeah,
not sure. Yeah.
I'm I'm from the UK, so that generally doesn't mean too much to me. So I apologize if I'm creating some kind of like beef here, but obviously it's only
Nah,
temporary.
man. We beefing now. We beefing. We're not friends anymore.
Okay.
Let me open up.
Man, my face looks really red today. Must be like the lighting in here.
Let me
Yeah.
let me pull up the first.
Looks like I've been on vacation. Maybe I have.
Here, right. Oh, this is your first show back. It's your
Yeah,
first
it
show in
is.
a month, right? You weren't around last time.
No, I was on vacation, so
Okay,
yeah,
cool.
it's been a
Sorry,
few
my
weeks.
computer's being a little slow because we're live right now. It's just taking a second to load up these profiles.
That's cool. Got plenty of time for people to still submit, so
Yeah. These should be a little bit quicker than pro page reviews,
yeah.
but we did want to make it a point to check out some BeatStars profiles as well
Yeah.
because there's a lot of stuff on there and a lot of different things that you can take advantage of. Not just the pro page is customizable, and there's also a lot of things that you can do on your BeatStars marketplace profile.
Yeah, definitely.
All right, let me share my screen. Okay, looks like we are checking out Low Beams from London.
Cool.
Um, so
Fellow
right
producer.
off the right off the bat, we see in their profile that they got quite a good number of tracks. Something that we noticed right away is the artwork for the tracks. Is there any thoughts on this? I know that when we had Joao on one of these times, I think he might have said something last time he was on about having like specific custom artwork for all of your tracks and how that can how that could be really helpful to kind of like differentiate some of your tracks and kind of like be a little bit
Yeah.
more eye catching. What did you think about that?
Yeah, I mean, I'm no designer, but I think, just looking it off the bat, I think it could be a little bit more creative and playful with the artwork. I think, something that maybe stands out a bit more might grab the attention. I think if I remember rightly, Zhao mentioned, you know, generally when people are searching for beats, the first thing they see is the artwork, they see the kind of like the visual element before they hear the actual beat itself. So that can kind of give you a bit of a head start if you have some, you know, I guess, some a bit more eye appealing, something that's a bit more appealing to the eye in terms of artwork. But I think it's cool. I think, whatever works. I think, it's good to try things out just to see and maybe be a little bit different to others. Because there's a lot of people on BeatStars that like to use those cartoon effects, images of the artist, which obviously works. We know that's worked. That's why so many people use that style. But yeah, I mean, sometimes, being something a little bit different can help you stand out a bit more too. But just have in mind that obviously, as we was just saying, is that the artwork is generally the first piece of content that someone would see, if they're coming to look for some beats and stuff. So yeah, just have that in mind. And I guess I think it was Zhao said this as well. Try to imagine yourself as being the buyer as well. What would you be? What would catch your eye? So maybe just like try to have like a different analogy and thinking about what would you do as a buyer? How would you see this? So, but yeah, I mean, I think it looks good. But yeah, just have that in mind. That's all I would say.
For sure. Let's play a track just to have it while we kind of talk about some of this other stuff. I'm not sure if he has anything else
Can available. I pick one?
Yeah, go ahead. Which one do you want? I think Got the Move sounds interesting.
I was actually about to say that one, so we're on the same wavelength there, my friend.
Yeah. Got the Moves and She Got It. Those sound good. Let's play it. Let me lower it. So
did you share your sound? Yeah.
Okay. Cool. So let's go over here. So it looks like you have around 20 tracks. I think these go in increments, so it might be more than 20, but it looks like you have at least 20.
Yeah.
In your About Me section, is there anything else in here? Okay. So DM for exclusive and unlimited, or message on Instagram.
Yeah.
I'm not sure why DM for unlimited. Let me see. What kind of licenses do you have available from your store?
Okay, so you have basic, premium, and exclusive.
I'm not. So obviously this is completely up to you. Usually people just have their unlimited license listed in their store. I'm not sure what your specific reason is for asking people to DM you, but you might want to negotiate a certain thing, maybe negotiate a price. That is why we do have the negotiate feature available right on the platform. Asking people to do something like DMing you, well, a lot of people will be open to that. When you think about, in terms of competition and kind of what other people are offering in their store, most people don't ask people to DM them. So you're kind of creating an extra step, which might be a deterrent for some people who kind of just want to check out quickly. Maybe they don't really want to go back and forth. They might just rather see a price. So that is something to consider. Maybe just creating an unlimited lease and having a price for it, or putting a negotiation for it, which is something that you could also do.
It's also a workflow and a time saving thing as well too, like you want to be able to, like, if an artist, like Jamil was saying, if an artist is looking specifically for an unlimited license because they're familiar with what an unlimited license offers on BeatStars, then you really want to consider, making that available rather than someone having to message you to find out, a bit more about it. So it may potentially not 100%, but it may potentially stop you from getting that sale, so I would definitely consider having all of the licenses available straight away, just to make it easy for your customers, for sure.
For sure. Okay, cool. Let's see if there's anything else to check out on here. We'll just push
I wanted you to check to see if the social media links actually worked. I don't know if it might take you to another page, but you'll be able to tell us if it's working or not. So when you click on
Yeah,
there,
it'll open up in a different tab, but I'll click on it.
but we
Just
can
so
see, because that's a common thing as well. I see sometimes when I'm looking to find out a bit more about someone on BeatStars, I click on their social links, because sometimes they might have a bit more personable stuff on their socials. They might have a picture of themselves, which I'm always interested to see. And YouTube as well. You know, if you've got some kind of like tutorial videos going on in there, I'm always interested to see that too. So,
right, for
and
sure.
I
Okay,
think if I'm interested,
Instagram
then other
and
people would be.
right, for sure. Yeah, Instagram and man, streaming and sharing my screen is really making my Google Chrome slow,
Is
but it
it
looks to be working.
cool? That's good. The only
All
thing,
right, cool.
the only other thing I would like to maybe add, in terms of the bio, kind of like the about me, I think there's a lot of characters that you can use in there. Don't quote me exactly how many, but I think you should just try to use and put as much information in there as possible. Like, even if it's something like a bulk deal that you're offering, it could be something as simple as that, or maybe just, you know, show someone, you know, show your clientele or your customers a bit more about yourself. You know, where you're from, how long you've been producing, that type of thing. You know, I think that's always a good idea, to use that. And if you have a pro page, that, you know, that transfers over to your pro page too. So it's a good piece section of your account where people can find out a bit more about you. So
For sure. All right, this beat is dope too. These beats have been dope. Thank you for
yeah,
the
it's dope.
submission. Hope hope you got some good feedback off
Yeah.
of that. I think just to summarize, we kind of mentioned maybe try creating some other kind of template, adding a little bit of color maybe to your artwork, utilizing your about me a little bit more, and maybe think about creating another license for those unlimited
Yeah.
terms.
But I like the name and the logo too. That's quite cool.
Yeah, the logo is dope. All right, cool. We're looking at, oh my gosh. Sorry, I don't know why it's being this slow. Looking at Prod by Sana. Sana.
Cool.
All right, cool. Sana from Italy. 51 tracks, 3 playlists. Let's look at the About Me first to learn a little bit more. Okay, what's up? I'm a music producer from Italy. I've been producing for more than 2 years, and in 2020 I decided to share my music and connect with other people. I started producing trap beats, but now I'm more focused on drill and its subgenres like sample drill, UK dark drill, melodic drill. I've been loving it so far. I'm here to offer my passion and my music to everybody who appreciates it. That's dope. I
That's
like
a
seeing
great
a little
bio.
bit in the bio, learning about you. You clear up a couple things right off the bat, producing for 2 years, been into selling music online for 1 year, and kind of clear up exactly what genres you're into. So we know that you do sample drill, UK drill, dark drill, melodic drill. So that's really dope.
Yeah.
Not really the biggest thing, but there is like a little typo here on producing. Might as well just, oh, what the heck?
Yeah. I mean, it can make a
Okay.
difference, you know.
Okay. Let's go back to the profile. Let's play a track.
Cool. Go on, you pick this time.
All right, cool. Let me see. Let's put show all. Okay, bulk deal. That's cool. Interesting. Okay, cool. So you are really into the drill music.
Yeah.
Let's do this one, Bronx drill type. Not too familiar with.
I was gonna pick that one as well if I was gonna. That's cool.
What's it called? Oh, it's called Boyfriend. I don't see the track titles because you have the tags in there, which is cool.
Yeah.
I think something that we talk about a lot in terms of like marketing and branding is when you add things like artist names, it makes it a little bit more searchable.
Yeah.
Rather than just maybe having a title, because besides just looking at the tags, like the literal tags that you enter, which are in the gray, you're also seeing it like when scrolling through the marketplace. So say for example, somebody does want like a K-Flock type beat, and they're searching K-Flock into the search bar here. They're seeing K-Flock type beats from tons of different producers. So, you know, seeing that name in two places, kind of like that double like reassurance that like this is probably what I'm looking for, probably makes it more likely that people will click on the beat and listen to it.
It's like an SEO thing as well, if you think about it, isn't it? Right. But I also still do like track names because, you know, in my experience as being a producer on BeatStars, I've also found that the track names can attach people to a beat too, especially if it's if the title matches the vibe of the track. I found that a lot of the times, and actually some of the artists I've worked with have actually gone away and used the titles that I've created myself. You know, it's actually give them inspiration. It could be a couple of words or one word, and that could give them a bit of inspiration to what they're going to make the song about, you know. So that works too. So you can try both. I actually do both. I put the title and the artist after as well. You can try that as well. So
for me, that's the way to go. And, you know, talking about kind of like helping out the artists and influencing them, I'm working on a song called Raspberry Ripple right now. So you're definitely been influencing me with your Okay.
You've been working on that one for years, my friend.
Yeah, I've been working on the one for a long time. It's taken me a while, but I'm slowly kind of figuring it out.
I need to hear those lyrics on that.
For sure. All right, let's look at okay, so buy two, get one free. Good deal. Very
that's a great deal. Yeah,
I like it.
And on all licenses as well, so that's great.
Yeah, for every license. So that's really cool. Let's see what licenses do you have available.
I was going to say, I'd maybe consider in terms of exclusives, from just me personally, I might not want to have my exclusives by, you know, included in a bulk deal. It's entirely up to you. For some people that works, but personally for me and from my experience, especially if you're doing a negotiation on an exclusive license too, you might want to just keep the bulk deals available for the non-exclusives. That's just my opinion, but you know, each to their own, of course.
For sure.
I don't know what you feel about that, Jamil.
Yeah, so when it says for all, that does include exclusive, right? I think.
Yeah.
Well, I think can you check? No, you can only do that for tracks. You can't check exclude from both deals. Yeah, that's interesting because for what's it called, for exclusives, since it's a negotiation that you have here, you might be like setting different prices for different ones.
Yeah.
But obviously, if you have a negotiation only, you're kind of controlling that throughout the process. So you could easily like disable that before you complete a sale or something.
Yeah.
Because people wouldn't be able to check out without you knowing it. You know what I mean? For an exclusive.
Yeah. It's just from my experience and what I see other producers on BeatStars doing too. So I mean, it could be a selling point for you, really. You know, it could work, but just my personal preference. That was all.
Sure. This beat is dope, by the way. I like it.
Yeah, and the track artwork is really interesting too.
I just wanted to check out your playlist really quick. So you organize them by artist, it looks like. So you have, with this beat we're listening to right now, you have K-Flock type beats, Bronx drill type beat playlist, which is really cool for people that are interested in that. They could easily find all of your beats that are related to that. And then you have this big one with Central C type beats with 32 tracks in it. So I think that's cool for a couple of reasons. Like people can sort of like instantly see what your focus is. People who like these, maybe they listen to all 32 of them, and maybe they buy all 32 of them, or even if they don't buy any of them, it still gives the ability to follow that playlist.
Yeah.
So every time you add one, they will be able to see that, right?
Yeah.
And they'll know whenever you give updates to it. So they'll be able to go check out that beat. And if they bought one in the past and they might want to buy one in the future, it's just like something that Lee and I always say is like make things so easy, like eliminate any roadblock that a customer might have to finding and purchasing your music. If you organize your beats in this way where they could follow this specific playlist, they'll always be seeing that when they go to their feed every time you upload a new one.
Exactly.
And this is especially good. So your profile is a lot more focused on just drill. So like obviously like there's a difference between these melodic drill, like Central C type beats and like in the Bronx drill. It's still pretty close, but there is a difference. But for somebody who has like a much wider range, like somebody who makes like trap beats and pop beats, if you're like maybe uploading one of each a week, somebody might not want to follow your full profile because they're going to be seeing beats of a genre that they're not interested in. If you put things into playlists, they could follow that specific type of music just from you that they want. So it just makes things a lot more easy, and it helps people buy your music, which is what we all want.
It's additional exposure as well. So you've got your tracks in multiple different places. And I would always advise as well, if you're making playlists based around a specific artist, to make an album based around a specific artist too. You know, coincide them all together, because it's just extra exposure. And sometimes, you know, certain artists might come to the platform and they're searching by album, you know, and then they've come across your album, and then you've got all those tracks in there. So whereas they might not be searching for a track, so that, you know, you just need to think like that and have, you know, multiple different places where they can find your content. So yeah.
Right. I appreciate you for submitting.
Yeah, thank you very much.
All right, let's check out this next one.
Another good submission.
So I'm kind of clicking randomly, but also kind of, there's some people that are submitting their pro pages. We're not looking at pro pages today.
Yeah.
So if you send the pro page, I'm not going to click on it just because it's going to take me a little bit longer to find. So I'm just clicking on the ones that are sending their profiles.
Yeah.
All right, cool. So we got Beats by Trey from St. Louis. 29 tracks. 1,600 plays. Cool. About Me is a little bit empty. It just says producer. I mean, you know,
just quickly,
everybody's a producer.
Just quickly, Jamil, there's a couple of people asking how to ask for feedback. So our assistants just put the Typeform link in the chat, so you can use that link to submit, basically. So yeah, if you want to get your marketplace reviewed, I couldn't even think of the word then yeah, just please submit to that Typeform. Thank you.
Okay, cool. We'll try to pick it up a little bit because we do have a lot of submissions. I want to see if we can get to a lot. So let's just kind of go through this and see if there's anything that we notice. All right, let's play a track.
Yeah.
Which one are you thinking? You could choose this time.
I'm feeling Dear Mama.
Which one?
The Mama one. The Dear Mama.
Oh, with okay, cool.
Yeah. Reminds me of another track.
All right, cool. All right. Just wanted to check out your profile links really quickly. Not going to show the thing because it opens up in a different tab. Just double check in, and make sure they're the right ones. Give you a quick follow too. Instagram's looking good. Twitter's looking good. I like that you have all of these options. Not a lot of people have this many. So it's just good. People have different like preferences for where they want to contact you, what social media platforms they use the most. Some people prefer Instagram, some people prefer Twitter, Facebook. You're also got to think about like age demographics. If somebody's a little bit older, they might be on Facebook but not Instagram. So I think a lot of times we think in terms of which ones we want to use the most. But you got to remember that, like, if you want people to like buy from you, pay you, ask you questions, you should be catering to them and making it easier for them. So if they don't have an Instagram, or, you know, they might not be able to message you, you know what I mean? So always think about giving more options to people and making it easier for them and kind of like their lifestyle, you know what I mean?
Definitely, yeah. What about the producer? The bio. Do we have much information in there?
Yeah, we should have a little bit more. Let me just look at the all tracks on, see if you have any bulk deals or anything.
Okay.
No bulk deals or anything, which is, I just wanted to check that because that is something that you can include in your bio too. But yeah, I mean, I'd like to know a little bit more about you. I think people who are visiting your profile would be interested in something like we saw a couple of or last profile where just a little bit of background on who you are, how long you've been producing, things like that could help. Maybe just kind of listing out your genre, maybe writing, you know, this is the best place to reach me. This is, you know, my email or whatever, or my @ if you wanted to put that in. Just just a little bit of extra info could end up being really helpful.
Yeah.
Um, I would like to say I do like the track names a lot, um, and I like the artwork. I think when we were talking about custom artwork, this is a tricky thing because something that everybody kind of wants to do, and something that I think is a good idea, is to kind of try to create like recognizable branding for when
Yeah.
people so when people see your artwork, it's just like seeing your profile name. But I have seen a lot of people be successful, like using like a pop culture or like a popular like term, and then naming their track that, and then putting artwork that is related to that. And I think you're on the right track here.
Yeah.
I really like ones like R.I.P. Kobe, and you got a picture of Kobe and LeBron. I think things like that are really cool, and I think when people see names like that, you might like be attracted to that, or you might want to click on that. You know what I mean? Like it's just a little interesting. I think
Yeah.
that's.
Definitely.
I like this one. Mojo has Mojo
Yeah, that looks
Jojo on
pretty
it.
cool.
Yeah, I like that one. Powerpuff
I think
Girls.
I think yeah, you've got some really good ideas in there, and maybe I would just personally myself maybe like pick one kind of style, maybe, and stick with that. Kind of
Mhm.
like how I kind of see it as well is kind of like if you have your own sound as well, obviously people get to know you straight away. They can listen to your track and they're like, oh, I know this is a Jamil Beats type track, right?
Mhm.
And the same can apply with their artwork as well. So as soon as they see the artwork, they're like, oh, I know who that is. That's Jamil Beats, So because you've got this kind of like vibe going. So I think it's kind of cool to have maybe pick. You can switch it up because I've seen people do that too. But yeah, like if you
Mhm.
have rather than having more of a sporadic type of artwork, maybe just stick to one kind of style. But again, each to their own. You can try what you want and do what you want and see how that works for you. But that's just a few tips there that might work for you.
Right. Something else I just noticed is your tags.
Mhm.
Using the hashtags beatmaker, beats for sale. So what these tags do is it's like SEO, right, for this search bar at the top. So something that you see a lot is that people will use like artist names. They'll put artist names in there. They might put a genre. They might put a mood in there, because those are like a lot more common search terms. And this SEO is specific to people searching within BeatStars, right? So you
Yeah,
got to think about what people are typing into that search bar. People aren't really typing in beatmaker into that search bar. They're probably typing X type beat. You can kind of see what's trending at the current moment by hovering over this track section here. So you'll see things like Lil Baby type beat. You'll see Future. You'll see Kanye West. You'll see hyperpop even. Like you'll see genre names, drill. Um, but yeah, you won't really see people searching for beats for sale, right?
no, I mean they're already on the
Um,
BeatStars platform that's got beats for sale anyway. So
mhm,
if you think about it like that, so you want to think about how you can attract your customers to your beats by using specific tags that's related to your
yeah,
to your to your tracks,
yeah.
so they can
Things
find you.
like that like might be good like for YouTube, because YouTube has stuff that's
Yeah,
within beats. But when you're on BeatStars, you're already within the context of people know that they're searching for beats, so you don't need to add that.
exactly. Yeah.
All right, let's check out another one. Thank you for submitting. Um,
Someone just mentioned we can check this on the next one, but yeah, I was just going
uh,
to highlight something. Yeah, thanks for submitting.
Let me open this one.
Cool track.
Yeah, yeah, that was a nice track. We got Zan Beats. This profile is a little empty, but there's still stuff to talk about. Okay, cool. Zan Beats from South Africa. Let's go ahead and play one of your tracks. I like your bio. Um, Ask people to follow your Instagram page for some monthly deals. You have all your social links here. Um, I think this is good because it lets people know that there is an opportunity for special deals and where they can find them. And then
Yeah.
you have your Instagram linked right below. Let me just check to make sure that that is working.
It's also cool as well if you find that you spend most of your time on Instagram too, and and you're going to be about on Instagram more so than any other platform. Then it's quite cool that people can reach out to you and that you're going to be there to reply to them. So yeah, it's pretty cool idea.
For sure, yeah. Obviously, you only have 2 tracks right now, so it's there's kind of not so much to say about this. You're probably like a much newer user.
Yeah.
But I think you're off to the right, like you're off on the right foot, right? You might want to, the pricing is a little bit uncommon. You don't really see people selling exclusives. Actually, so this is kind of an issue. So you
Yeah.
can't really be calling an MP3 license an exclusive license.
Yeah. Especially when you have a premium license that's got MP3 wave and track stems too. So exclusives generally tend to include, or would always generally include, all file types. Yeah, so maybe you want to look into that.
Okay, so I'm a little confused. Is this the exclusive license, or is it just called exclusive? That's what I'm.
It could be, but the problem with that is you might be deceiving your customers by saying it's an exclusive.
Yeah. If I can't figure out what's going on, then your customers probably won't be able to figure that out either.
Yeah, and how exclusive works on the platform is that once you've sold the beat exclusively, you can't sell it again, and it gets removed from the platform. So you might want to look into that, because you may have just made a genuine mistake there, but I would think about maybe just looking into that.
For sure, yeah. Yeah, I don't think there's any malcontent here. It's just, but yeah, you can't call something that's just an MP3 license with like regular usage terms. You can't call that exclusive. And if you are trying to sell something exclusively, there's a separate license to use that for. And if this is that, then it should not be cheaper than your premium. So that's just a little bit off there. So check that out. If you did need help, if you were confused about that, you could always reach out to BeatStars support. They can help you out with that.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, there's a suggestion from Mike.
Just put a suggestion up there. Cool.
All right, cool. Thank you for submitting. Again, if you need any help with that, definitely reach out to support. We have some help article. We have some information about that. Mike Trampy's advice there about general pricing is also really good. So I would consider that as well.
Definitely.
Let me click on a new one.
Dope track.
Yeah, good track. Let me refresh this page. And also one more thing here, I think Lee already said this, but like, if you are trying to sell an exclusive, you have to give every file type. You have to give away MP3. All right. Yeah. Let's click on this one.
Cool.
Okay, Beidamo from Romania. 33 tracks. Yep. You got a service here, which we haven't seen yet today, so that's cool.
That's cool.
And okay, so it looks like you have dark beats, contact for custom beats. You got your Instagram, and you have your email there.
Yeah. Dope. I just wanted to say
basically.
Sorry.
You can go ahead.
Sorry, Jimmy. I just wanted to say something about the custom beat. I think you could also offer that as a service too. I see that you're offering like a mix and mastering service there. But yeah, you can include the custom beats in your services as well. So it might be an idea for you to, if that's something that you're offering, then I would think about doing that too. So yeah, just thought I'd drop that in there.
Okay, cool.
Sorry to.
Yeah, for sure.
Sorry, I lost my train of thought.
No, it's all good. Okay, let me just make sure. Okay, so you got Instagram, and then you have the Instagram linked here. So that's cool. but yeah, no, that's really good advice. I just want to reiterate again, like anything that you could like offer like through Instagram, we try to make things like that available on BeatStars. So a custom service selling a custom beat, that would be really cool if you put that there in your services as well.
Yeah, I see a lot of people doing it, and I'm sure there's some people as well that sell those quite well. So it's good.
Mm. I love the artwork. First of
I
all,
was
it
just
looks
about to
really
say that. Yeah, there
cool.
was someone in the chat that said that. Oh, Butter said that as well. That boy Butter. Yeah,
Mm.
I like the artwork. It's very good. Very cool.
Yeah. Um, I like your display name, but it is a little bit. Wait, no, this. Wait, what? I'm confused. Is this the display name or what is this?
I just a question was highlighted there from Shay the Goddess. Quick question: what's the benefit?
Sorry. All right, I'll say that. I'll say that question. I don't know what happened there.
It's like just about as I was about to answer the question, I get chucked out. Come on, I mean,
no, you can go ahead. I didn't read the question and I was laughing too
we
much.
can't do this show without something like that happening. To be
Yeah.
honest with you, I think people have just got used to that now. Is it actually? It's either you or me.
Yeah, it's one
Crazy.
of us. I'm probably about to just glitch out in a second here. Any second now I'll glitch out.
I've lost the
Um,
question now. Sorry, Shay.
it's just a little bit. I can read it.
Okay, cool.
Okay. Quick question. What's the benefit in creating a playlist versus an album on your page?
So there's quite a few actually, and we've actually spoke about this before. Obviously, with albums, you're kind of like in a sense offering some kind of bulk deal to your customers. So they've got an option to purchase all of the beats for one particular price, so you can sell more content. And with playlists, the cool thing about playlists is that you can add other people's tracks as well. You can collaborate on them. Obviously, you can collaborate on albums too. So I think really both of them kind of like do very similar things, but also do some different things too. So I don't know if you had any feedback about playlists and albums as well. Just to answer that question, I think that someone else mentioned something in there about albums and playlists as well. Actually,
Yeah, the basic gist is just that like an album offers like one single purchasing price
yep,
for multiple beat licenses. Obviously for everything that's in the album. A playlist is more so used as like grouping beats together in terms of like creating collections of beats. So a playlist is a feature that's available to both artist accounts and to producer accounts.
yep.
So that's a little bit different. An album is used more so for selling, whereas a playlist is kind of meant to be like for grouping.
Yeah, that's a good point. The fact that artists can create their own playlists as well. So yeah.
Okay, so I'm saying from Beidamo that used to be his name, but then he changed it. It looks like you might have only changed your username and maybe not your display name. Because I
Yeah,
see that your username is Beidamo, but
yeah.
yeah, go in and make sure your display name is changed as well. And then if it's still not updating like it should, then definitely reach out to us. But that might be the issue because there's username and display name. So just make sure both of those are changed.
Damn, the chat's on the game today. They're giving some tips about the playlists and albums and stuff. So yeah, good stuff, guys.
Yeah, that's good. We don't even have to teach that.
Nah, they already know.
we got the community looking out for each other.
Yeah, it's great to
Love
see.
it. Love to see it. Okay, buy two get one free. Love it. Love it. Love it. I'm gonna click on one of these tracks because we haven't played one yet. I'm clicking on Haunted. I've been in like actually Egyptian party. I can't not click on this.
Yeah, that sounds good.
Arab type beat that's made for me. I gotta do it.
what we got on the tags?
In the tags.
Yeah, have we mentioned them yet?
We haven't talked about that. It looks like a lot of these are tagged as 21 Savage and Dark. That's the tag.
Okay. Cool.
I like it. It looks like you switched up your style and your artwork. It's cool. I'm curious to know, have you Have you noticed that like resulting in any more plays? Do you see anything out of that, or you kind of maybe it's like a newer thing, you're just trying it out?
Yeah.
But I love to see trying different things. It's always good to experiment and test.
Do they have any kind of free downloads available at the top as well on their newer tracks? Okay. No. So they've kind of switched that up too.
Mhm.
Yeah, I mean, it's cool. I mean, you can choose which ones. I can see that you started off. Maybe that might be an account setting that you've maybe changed and not realized. So,
Mhm.
maybe that's something to look into as well if you want to keep those free downloads available for your newer content,
Mhm. Good. Good like license types.
Yeah.
MP3, Wave, Unlimited, and Stems.
BeatStars.com.
Cool. Well, thank you
Very
for
cool.
submitting.
Yeah.
I
Thank
like
you.
it. Good profile. All right, let's click on another one. Let's see this one. I almost put it in the wrong thing. That would have been bad. All right, cool. Okay, Dreadful Static from Brandon, Florida. All right, let's check out the About Me. Truly, truly believe is the closest thing to actual magic to create a deep piece of music and then later listen to an artist who's inspired enough to share their message through a soundtrack I created. Probably like most of music has been my passion since I was very young. I'm just trying to leave something a little dreadful before falling into the static. Hip hop beats, trap beats, sampling, hard rock, R&B, EDM, vocal chops. Got your email and your Instagram and your profile. Cool.
Cool.
Always great to read
It's cool
the
vibe.
producer. I think it kind of like puts a little bit of personality behind the music.
Agreed.
I would say that add your Instagram
Yep.
to
Social
like your
link.
social links,
Yep.
so that people can just easily click on that if that's a place that you want people to follow you on. Make that just make that a little bit easier instead of them typing it in. Just quick link to click on it and follow you. Looks like you're a little bit newer to the platform. Only got a couple of beats on there. I do think
Yep.
this is interesting that you have your key and BPM in the track artwork itself.
I was about to say
Um,
that too.
that's pretty cool. Let me click on the tracks just to see if you enter that in the metadata as well.
Yep.
Okay, cool. Yeah, it's in the metadata as well. So that's dope. You don't really see people do that a lot. That could be really helpful to people scrolling through. Um, Saxophone type beat, and I'm hoping this is kind of like this is Macklemore type beat, Devin the Dude type beat. Not really sure who that artist is, but I'm expecting from the artwork to hear something like vaporwavy. Let's just see what it sounds like. Dope. I like it. Oh shoot, my laptop's gonna die. Hold on.
Oh no.
Let me make sure it doesn't.
Damn.
It went from 30% to 5% instantly, like in 1 second.
Seriously?
Yeah, I
Damn.
don't know what's wrong with it.
Damn. I was just gonna say, I like the way that you've named your licenses. I think that's pretty cool. I've not seen that before. Generally, you normally see like basic or MP3 or something like that, but that's quite cool that you've named them a little bit different. Classic, I kind of like that. And then Pro, and then you've got your Unlimited and the exclusive. So that's pretty cool. It's cool to name them a little bit different.
For sure. Yeah. Yeah, there's not really much else to say. Obviously you're newer, but I think you're on the right track. You're offering a lot of good info here. So I just like to see you, continue to kind of upload beats and keep going at it. I think obviously if you're just starting out, I think you might want to try to offer free downloads possibly on your
Yeah.
tracks. I think that could help you quickly like build up like an email list of of audience and kind of get maybe a little bit better customer retention.
Good idea.
So yeah, all right, let's get that boy Buddy in there because he called my laptop dying. I feel like that was a pretty compelling argument.
It was a pretty compelling argument, to be fair. Yeah, I'll even put him up on the screen. There you go.
Oh my gosh, what is going on with my laptop today? All right,
cool.
We all know that boy Butter from Brooklyn. Producer, Army veteran, father, lover of music from Brooklyn. So I make good music, spread love and positivity. I was a soldier in the Army for 8 years, and music has always been a part of my life. Look forward to creating some great music with you. New beats posted every week. Buy 2, get 1 free. Just add 3 beats to the cart, and the discount will automatically apply. Good little tutorial there. Something that we haven't seen out of anybody else today is you have your discography.
Yeah, I was going to mention that actually as well.
Previously. Right. If you do have any placements or anything with any artists, you could create these little widgets automatically from Spotify if any of your music is on there. This is a great thing to show people that, you know, I am like an active producer who has like completed songs with other people. It's great for, you know, songwriters to see what finished songs sound like with your beats. It might give them like a better vision of, you know, what their song could sound like if they have your beats. It just adds a little bit of like I don't know, I think like legitimacy, you know, it's just like a fun thing to be able to listen to when people visit your profile.
Definitely.
Let's go back to the profile.
Bio's good.
Bio's good. You have your achievements on here. I don't know if we've seen that today, but that buddy is a Beats for Love donor, which means he's participating in the charity initiative that BeatStars has, where you're able to connect a charity or nonprofit as a collaborator on one of your beats and choose whatever percentage you want, and a portion of the sale will go to that organization if you make a sale. Which is really cool. So we give a little shout out in the achievement section there. And you're a member of BeatStars Publishing. BeatStars Publishing is free to sign up for, you know, if you are a pro page member. Otherwise, it's $50. And we can collect your royalties for you. So pretty cool.
Buffo just asked a quick question. I was trying to share a cart yesterday, but couldn't find how to do it. Can someone remind me, please? It's on the pro page. But if you hit me up, Buffo, after the show, and I'll direct you. For sure, if you're not sure about that.
How do you create discography? Do you want to just shout out the section really quick?
Yes, so you go into your account settings, and in your the About Me section on your account settings. I don't know if you can actually... so if you go into your account settings...
In there.
It's in there. You'll find it in there. It's under your like profile information and stuff like that. So you'll find it in there. It's pretty good. I use that. I like it.
All right. So you got 4 bulk deals.
Cool.
So for your... this is just separate for like the different... for what's it called? For your different license type. So you got buy 2, get 1 freeze. Pretty cool. The one thing I would say...
Just go back to that. Was that like a duplication of the same?
Yeah, I don't know what's going on there. I'm a little confused.
Maybe you've created 2 of the same for some reason. I would maybe look into that. Because they're both
able to create 2 of the same? I thought it stops you.
Yeah. Strange. I don't know why that's doing that, but I'd maybe look into that that way better, just in case there's something not right with that. But I've never seen that before.
So I was like, what is that? I just closed it. But because they usually would just say like for all, right? Well, actually, maybe this isn't all his licenses. It doesn't have it for... I'm confused. Why do you only have premium for this one?
He's got it for his standard, premium, and but usually it would only show up once, so I'm not sure why it's showing up twice.
Okay, got it. So there is 5. He doesn't have it for the exclusive license.
Yeah. Usually it would just show
Um,
up all, so it's actually showed you for all the different ones. So yeah, it's kind of very odd. And why it's only on once on the unlimited, but anyway. Yeah, just
yeah,
look into that.
So I do notice some different pricing for a few of these, and some of these don't have free downloads available. Um, I'm assuming that there's like a good reason for it, but obviously like that's pretty like uncommon to see. Usually you would see just kind of like everything looks really uniform. For most people, if they have a track available on their page, then it's available for everything. I do notice that you only have this one premium license available for this new track. I'm just wondering if that, like this one as well too, if that's all intentional, if these are, different tracks that you just wanted to have for a different reason. You only wanted to have that one license available.
Yeah.
But, just be aware of that. Okay, collabs. Got it. So
Oh, I
that's why
see.
Mhm.
And in terms of the license, it could be possible that they've made a new license and just not applied it to all tracks. So that could be a possibility as well. So it's only applying to the new ones that you upload, maybe.
Cool. Yeah. Just pointing that out in case that wasn't intentional.
Cool.
I like the artwork, really
Yeah.
consistent, really recognizable branding. For some of them, it's a little bit different, which just scrolling through the page, it kind of makes them stand out. Obviously, these ones are the collab, so that's why it's a little bit different.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, cool. I mean, we've reviewed your pro page before, and everything always looks good. I like this new look for your track artwork. I think it's really cool.
It's cool.
So many different types of beats that, I mean, it's like you're covering every basis. I mean, I don't really have anything else to say. I mean, it's just good.
It's good selection. Yeah. Someone in the chat says, so do most people do free download? I would like to say most people. Yeah. It's a really good feature to enable you to either build up your social following, but we would always advise to offer a free download in exchange for an email, so then you can keep in contact with and build relationships with potential customers. So that's why that feature is there. So where it's possible, I would definitely use it. Obviously there's certain people might not want to do it if they've got like produce collaboration tracks like that boy battle in this case. So yeah, I would personally, I put it on all of my tracks, but that's just my personal preference. But I would definitely suggest using it where you would like to use it. Yeah, for sure.
Cool. All right, let's go to the next one. Thank you, Dapper Water Force.
Yeah,
appreciate you.
Who's up next?
Cloudiest Beats.
Cool.
Sorry,
it's like the suspense.
I feel like I'm using like dial-up or something. I don't know what's going on. All right, cool. Right off the bat, I really like the artwork. Right, like immediately noticing like how cool, like little, like abstract some of these are. I like these ones because they kind of look like they're using sort of like the same, like
style. Yeah,
like the same style, right? Like it's like immediately. If you continue with this, I think it's like it makes you like immediately recognizable.
Yeah, I agree because I've not seen anything like that before, so that's pretty cool.
11 tracks.
Should we play one?
Yeah, let's play one. Let me see. Babe, Believe, Cinema, Value, Horror, Paradox. I mean, I think we already clicked on one that said something like horrors. Let's do it again.
Yeah.
We were talking about that earlier. I think we might have come with different. All right. So in your bio, you ask people to email you for exclusive pricing and custom arrangement requests. I would say that you can obviously offer like custom beats
Yeah.
or custom arrangements as a service on here, and it'll prompt people to be able to message you where you can communicate back and forth with them. So that's a good option to have.
Yeah.
Instead of just ask people to email you and kind of starting it off that way, you can kind of get the process started right from your profile.
Yep.
YouTube, SoundCloud, Instagram, all connected. Just go to your profile really quick and see if you have any bulk deals, anything else on there. Okay, cool. Let's look at the tags. Free and melodic, instrumentals, natural, free, melodic, dark, Don Tolliver, dark, contract. Do you have any thoughts on what we're seeing on this page?
Yeah, I think you could offer some bulk deals because you've got quite a lot of tracks there. I didn't see the exact amount that they had, but you could offer some bulk deals there, I think. And I'm not sure about the free tag. I mean, that could work. I've not really seen many people do that. I don't know what your thoughts on that are, Jamil, but there is a section where you can search for free tracks anyway under the filters, I believe. So I wouldn't necessarily think about tagging. I would try to use those tags to make it a bit more about the track. So when people are searching, they're more likely to find exactly what they're looking for. Because I think if you put in the word free, there's going to be a lot of stuff that comes up. So I would definitely, maybe think about changing some of those tags where you've got the free in there. But other than that, and adding the bulk deals, of course, I think that would be a good idea because that does really help a lot to make sales. So
definitely. All right, I think we can get one quick.
Sure.
I want to do one more.
Good job. Good job. Thanks for submitting.
Yeah, for sure. It's great. I don't think it'll allow me. All right, let's get this one.
Cool.
Okay, we got Mars Inc., Louisiana native,
Cool name.
but in LA. Bringing a mixture of southern experimental elements to create the sound. Looking to create the future sound, type of music you'll want to listen to in space. That's dope.
Pretty cool. I've been pretty impressed with the bios that we've seen so far.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. All these social links. You're on everything.
Wow. That's pretty cool. So everyone can find you everywhere. That's pretty cool.
Mm-hmm. I'm curious. You say you want to create future sound type of music you listen to in space. So I'm thinking that you're going to have some futuristic type beats. So that's cool. Although it does, I wonder which ones are like that. Okay, this one says futuristic R&B. That's pretty cool. Let's put that on. Let's check out your licenses. I like that you have free downloads available. So non-exclusive. So you just have one MP3 and then you have exclusive license. Okay. Usually people offer more licenses than that. Because it looks like there's no way to just get like a wave or track stems non-exclusively. And obviously that's a pretty big price jump from $20 to $1,500. I would look into offering like a wave license and like maybe even a premium or an unlimited license type that has all those things for a more affordable price than just exclusive, because you're kind of pricing a really large section of beat buyer out by having these too big, by having this huge gap there. So definitely look into that. Anything else, Lee? Are you muted? You're muted.
Sorry about that. I had a bit of a technical issue with my my arm, it nearly fell off the desk. No, I was just going to talk about, just add on to what you said there in terms of price, because someone else mentioned in the chat about pricing, and it was a bit unsure about the pricing. My best piece of advice, and this is exactly what I did when I first joined BeatStars, is just to check out, a bunch of other producers on the BeatStars platform to see what their pricing structure is. So then it can give you a better idea of how that's going to work for you, and then just fit that around your business model. So that would be my best advice in any terms when it comes to pricing and licenses. Would just do your research and just have a look to see what other users are doing on the platform. That would be my best advice for that.
All right.
Hopefully
Okay. It looks like we're out of time. Just want to thank everybody for joining us again.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, we weren't able to get to everybody, but our next episode in 2 weeks, we're going to be even a little bit more interactive. We're going to have 3 of you actually on the show with us.
Yeah.
To be able to play the BeatStars Academy game show, and you guys are going to be able to win some pretty cool prizes. So we should be tweeting up a link to submit right about now, I think, or be on the lookout for that on Twitter, or be on the lookout for that on Twitter at BeatStars, and submit, and we'll be reaching out to a few of you to get you on the show 2 weeks from today.
Looking forward to that.
So, yeah, we'll see y'all later, and thanks again.
Peace out, everyone.